A red-hot Will Myers. His last 12 games for Myers, a .356 average, 3 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, and 14 RBIs. Back in the lineup for the Padres tonight, the former Padre, Matt Kemp, is here with the Dodgers in this season against his old team in 10 games, hitting at .472 with 4 homers and 13 runs batted in. It is game number 2 of a 4-game series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Sweeney and Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, in the lineup tonight is Will Myers. Of course, 2 stints on the DL this year, and Mark Sweeney is back to being the Will Myers of old and powering up right now.
Yeah, I think health has a lot to do with that. Obviously, Will Myers has to show that on a consistent basis, but what he has done recently is hit the long ball. That's going to be pretty important. And you can see, not since Nate Colbert in 1972, Brian Giles in 2007 has a Padre hit 5 home runs in 3 days. It had a 3-home-run game and then the big game winner. And then last night you could see was grinding at bats and ends up hitting a home run last night on this very tough pitch inside with that fastball. He is set up to power the baseball, but the consistency is what Andy Green would like in this lineup, and that's what's important for Will Myers.
Well, tonight the Padres are going to deal with another lefty, a different kind of lefty, though. Rich Hill is on the mound, and Rich Hill is a guy that has had great success against the Padres.
They had a tough last night against Kershaw, and you know what? They've got their work cut out for him against Rich Hill tonight. This kid is 38 years old. He's pitching like a 28-year-old. What makes him so effective? Well, the curveball is very, very nasty. The fastball, he's been using more lately. 40% of the time, maybe curveball, 60% fastballs. So it's kind of a guessing game. 4-0 record against the Friars. These are numbers that are really mind-boggling, and the Friars are going to have to find some way, shape, or form to get on base against Rich Hill and work on the slugging percentage. Not a single here, a single there. They need a couple doubles and maybe a couple home runs to get to Rich Hill early.
Now the Padres looking to bounce back here at Game 2 of the series against the Dodgers. Coming up, keep it simple for Will Myers. Padres manager Andy Green weighs in. Bob Scanlon will join us next from Petco Park. Brand new 300-room resort and hotel. By Petco, the pet company. By Cadillac. Visit your San Diego Cadillac dealers today. And by Jack in the Box. This season, Padres home runs score free Jumbo Jacks only at Jack in the Box. Padres and Dodgers game 2, but before we get it started, let's send it down to field level and Bob Scanlon.
Thank you, Don. There is absolutely no question that the hottest hitter for the Padres right now is Wil Myers with his 5 home runs in the last 3 games. And what we're seeing is not just a calmness physically in the batter's box, but also a calmness mentally in his approach. Andy Green explains.
Simple's great for every single hitter in the game. Thrilled with where he is mentally right now and wouldn't look to complicate it at all. So to call it some new mindset, I wouldn't run there. I think he's in a simple frame of mind, and he's attacking well and doing well, and we're pleased with that.
Don't even try to talk to Wil right now about being hot. He doesn't want to hear it. He is not focused on the results. He is focused on the process that's giving him those results, and obviously it is working out. He'll look to put some runs up on the board for Eric Lauer. Padres, Dodgers, take 2. First pitch coming up next right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Arizona in the West, so an important series for LA.
Played Kershaw on the hill and dominant against the Padres in his career.
But when he is on, he is on.
Grandal scores. Taylor behind him.
The Dodgers take game 1 of this 4-game set.
4 home runs in the 24-hour period for Myers. Going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run. Well, time for game 2 of this 4-game series between the Padres and the Dodgers. And the Padres taking the field tonight as we check out the weather report brought to you by your always sunny San Diego County Honda dealers. 75 degrees here at the ballpark tonight. Some clouds above the stadium. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, Mark Sweeney, and Bob Scanlon with you. For game 2 of the series, we check out Dave Roberts starting 9. Well, leading it off for Roberts is Chris Taylor, with Kike Hernandez in left field batting second. It is Justin Turner at third. Max Muncy is at first base with Matt Kemp in right. Cody Bellinger in center field. Logan Forsythe, the former Padre, at second base. Austin Barnes does the catching, batting 8th. And Rich Hill out of the 9th spot for the LA Dodgers.
23-year-old left-hander making his 15th start. Eric Lauer, his scouting report is brought to you by GMC. He beat these Dodgers back on May 6th in Monterrey, Mexico. More depth on the slider. High slider cuts into those righties away from the lefties, and strike one very important. I think he's got sneaky enough stuff to where he can get those strikeouts.
Well, Eric Lauer ready to work for his 15th start of the year. Chris Taylor to lead it off for the LA Dodgers. First pitch of the ball game from Lauer is going to miss for ball one. Well, the win tonight, the Dodgers would improve to a season best 9 games over 500 as they come into tonight's action. They've taken 7 of 10 meetings against the Padres so far this year. Dodgers a half game back of the Diamondbacks to begin action today. A pitch in their first strike, 2-1. Kershaw working last night.
Yeah, 2 of the top 3 changed in the lineup today against Eric Lauer, but he had a chance to scout these Dodgers last night. I've always been a firm believer. You watch video, but until you see them firsthand like Eric did last night from the dugout, I think it works wonders for a kid, and hopefully it comes to fruition tonight and he gets good results. There's some tough outs here in this first inning against the Dodgers.
Able to strike out Chris Taylor to start the ball game. 1 down.
Talk about the slider. Darren Balsley says that he can call it a cutter as well. He throws that cut fastball. You saw the right. That's a great shot, slowing it down and seeing that rotation on that fastball up in the zone, up and out of the zone with that movement.
1 down here in the first inning brings up Kike Hernandez. In the air to shallow right. Renfroe towards the line, still coming, and he'll get there. 2 down.
The defense behind Eric Lauer this evening. In center field, Manuel Margot. No errors, errorless. Last 545 innings. Patrolling center field, and Will Myers will be in left field. In right field, Hunter Renfroe. On the infield, third to first, Villanueva, Galvis, Perella, and Hosmer. Putting on the signs for Eric Lauer will be Austin Hedges.
2 down for Justin Turner, batting in the 3 spot tonight for LA. 271, 5 homers, and 19 runs batted in. Well, 7 starts since the beginning of June for Eric Lauer. A 2.63 earned run average, a 3-2 record since the beginning of June. 25th overall by the Padres. First round draft choice 2016. Jumps ahead 1-2.
You know, there's a lot of factors involved tonight for Eric Lauer, but Vic Carapazzo, the home plate umpire, is he going to give him that ball in? You see the Dodgers looking for that ball in. Offensively, they're going to look middle in early in the count.
Ground ball to Hosmer at first base. He'll field it himself. Take it to the bag for the final out here at the top of the first inning. Down in order to go the Dodgers. Padres are coming up. Diego County Toyota dealers. Manuel Margot leading it off and in center field with Will Myers in left. Hunter Renfro in right. Eric Hosmer at first base. Christian Villanueva at third base with Jose Perella at second. Freddie Galvis at shortstop. Austin Hedges does the catching. He bats eighth. And Eric Lauer, the pitcher, out of the 9th spot.
On the hill for the Dodgers, a veteran left-hander. 4 starts since returning from the DL. 2.78 ERA is Rich Hill. And his arsenal looks a little bit like this. The fastball usage 60%, curveball 38. That can go up though if he's got the good feel for it. And very, very rarely he'll throw a changeup.
Now strike one to Manuel Margot leading it off. Rich Hill 2 and 3, 4.56 earned run average coming in. Curveball dropping in there, and it is 0-2. It's on the extreme third base side of the rubber. In the air, foul down the right field line, out of play.
Yeah, I think for the Padres tonight, they have to pick and choose what you're going to try to attack. Is that high fastball that sets up the breaking ball? But you have to look out over the plate. That breaking ball down and into right-handers, that's a swing and miss pitch.
Swinging a foul tip held onto by Austin Barnes as Rich Hill strikes out the first batter that he faces.
Well, Will Myers has been hot, and why he's been hot? Because of plate coverage. He's been able to get on top of the baseball. You think about launch angle all the time. Well, he is maintaining that barrel through the strike zone so well, and when he does that, he gets carry. 3 home runs in Arizona in 1 game, and then he gets the game winner out over the plate last night, showing that he can pull the hands in nicely. He is in a good hitting position. Hopefully that continues.
Myers hitting at an even 300 to begin the night. 7 homers, 17 runs batted in, and 5 home runs in the last 3 days. 948 OPS. Get ready for a lot of breaking balls from Rich Hill.
He's fun to watch. I mean, the guy pounds the strike zone. He can locate that breaking ball up and out of the zone like we saw with that fastball. And I guess one of the other reasons why I like pitching, because he's 38 years old. Still got the yacker.
Hill breaking into the big leagues in 2005 with the Chicago Cubs. It's been 4 years with the Cubs, a year in Baltimore, parts of 3 years in Boston. That is strike 3. Myers knew it, takes with him the second strikeout for Rich Hill. 2 down.
Defense behind Rich Hill looks something like this. It's brought to you by the San Diego Cadillac dealers. Kike Hernandez, he is in left field tonight. Bellinger in center, Matt Kemp in right. On the infield, Justin Turner, Chris Taylor at short, Logan Forsythe will be at second base, Max Muncy at first, and Austin Barnes behind the plate.
2 down in the first inning, and it brings up Hunter Renfro. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up into short right. Muncy out, Kemp in towards the line to make the catch. It ends the first inning. Done with 1 without a score from Petco Park.
his ability to like get that in on hitters, get that by hitters, and he's last game to me was the most life he's had on the fastball, which was great to see. He threw a lot of them. He threw a lot of them really well. Had a great outing.
Andy Green talking about the importance of the fastball for Eric Lauer, but let's not forget his off-speed pitches as well. And we saw it in the first inning, some very effective cutters. He's changed his grip, guys, on the slider. It's adding him a little bit more on the side of the ball. It's adding a little bit more depth to that pitch. So as we watch him pitch tonight, we'll see a little bit more differentiation between the cutter and the slider. Something to keep an eye on tonight, guys, as Eric Lauer goes after these Dodgers. Back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. One of his better outings of the year. His first major league win came against the LA Dodgers. This is a pretty tough lineup as lineups go.
And you think about Muncy and what he has brought, the dynamic of a left-handed presence. Not only does he power the baseball to the right, to the pull side, he can hit the ball the other way, and Matt Kemp has been tremendous.
Into the All-Star game this year, representing the Dodgers and getting a start in the All-Star game.
If you're Max Muncy, you look at the way the lineup is constructed, right? You got Turner, Muncy, and then you got Kemp behind you.
Pretty good protection.
Well, it's great protection, but also you're gaining confidence yourself internally. But I think Dave Roberts and the organization are giving confidence to Max Muncy, where they're positioning him in the order. That goes a long way. This is a player that was searching, obviously getting released by the Oakland A's, getting another opportunity, and now Max Muncy is capitalizing on it. It's a great story.
2-2 pitch. And that's too far outside. 3-2. A pitch of the at bat coming up here to begin things in the second inning. Fastball away. And it's too far away. Apparently a pretty good pitch, maybe a little down. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego County Honda dealers.
Well, a couple of lefties out there knock Ridge off the hill. He's been pitching well lately, and launch angle support for Lauer. I mean, these Padres, hopefully they can hit a home run or two, maybe three. When the Padres hit 2 or more home runs in a ball game, they are 14-5.
Lead runner on here for the Dodgers, and Matt Kemp introduced. Booed again here in San Diego upon his return. Strike one over the inside corner. Kemp hit .316, 15 homers and 58 runs batted in. As for time, gets it from Vic Carapazzo, home plate umpire. It looked like Kemp was going to make the team when spring training started for the Dodgers. Not only make the team, but he's playing every day and putting together a tremendous year so far. Rounds one foul outside of third. This will be his third All-Star appearance coming up, and his first since 2012. He's fan elected for the first time since 2011. And the first Dodger to be elected by the fans since Yasiel Puig started in 2014.
I'll be quite honest with you. We've seen Matt Kemp play in the big leagues a long time, right? Don, you said 3 All-Stars? He should have way more than that. With the talent that he possesses, I think he should have more All-Star appearances than that.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Throw to first, and back to the bag is Muncy. Kemp now in a Dodgers uniform has 197 home runs as a Dodger and ranks 4th behind Garvey, Say, and Karros. Go to first, and Muncy is out. First one was close, second one he's picked off. Muncy wanted the balk. He was talking to Ben May, first base umpire, trying to talk him into it. Dave Roberts thought it was a balk, but it's out number one.
Well, it's the way he angles his body that makes it so difficult for the base runners. Max Muncy didn't even have a big lead, had his hands on his knees. But because of that good move and how he presents his body, you almost assume he's going to home plate. That's the reason why he's picking so many off.
Number 9 for Eric Lauer.
9 times.
I think it's about time you wake up and smell the coffee.
Swing and a miss, and Kemp strikes out. Second strikeout for Lauer. 2 down.
Hey, perfect throw to first base on the pickoff, right into the waist of Max Muncy. Perfect pitch with 2 strikes, right on the outside corner. Get it there, good follow through, right where Austin Hedges wanted it.
Most runners picked off this season, the Padres pitchers with 15. 2 down, bases empty for Cody Bellinger. .240, 17 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Padres shifting on him as he swings through the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. StatCast powered by AWS. Trying to get him to chase away. He does not. And it's 2-1.
Pretty good pitch.
Wanted the high strike, didn't get it. Now falls behind 3-1. Leading the team in home runs with 17, and he hits one in the air to right to stay in the yard. Renfroe coming in and under. And gone are the Dodgers in the second inning. Inning and a half done without a score. A beautiful night tonight in San Diego. Sun setting off to the left at Petco Park. Dodgers and Padres enter the bottom of the second inning without a score tonight, and it'll be Eric Hosmer, Christian Villanueva, and Jose Perella scheduled to bat against Rich Hill. And an easy 1-2-3 first inning. Able to strike out Margot and Myers before getting Renfroe to fly out to right. Hosmer takes strike 1. Rich Hill in 5 starts against the Padres since joining the Dodgers. 4-0 with a 0.87 earned run average. This one line foul.
The thing for Rich Hill is that he doesn't overthrow. And I think that's why he's so consistent, guys, with his mechanics, with his ability to hit his spots with both his fastball and his curveball. You know, there comes a time when, you know, you're a veteran of so many years, you know your limitations, and if you overthrow, it's going to backfire on you.
High chopper, and Hill's going to try and cover, but it'll be too late, and reaching is Hosmer. On the chop, the ball in the air a very long time. Infield hit for Eric Hosmer.
I tell you what, he's going to love this hit. It's been a struggle for Eric Hosmer. Last night showed signs of improving, but left on left and starting off the night right. Doesn't have to be a line drive all the time, but that feels good.
Lead runner on for the Padres here in the second inning brings up Christian Villanueva. 226 average for Villanueva to begin the night. For the first and back to the bag is Hosmer, held on over there by Max Muncy. Villanueva 226, 17 homers, 41 runs batted in. Backed up here on Villanueva are the Dodgers defensively in the outfield. Everybody deep, and for him to pull as Hill misses away, and it's 1-1. It's about as deep as you're going to see. Left fielder and a center fielder here at Petco Park.
Yeah, they're retiring their jerseys.
That is very deep.
A little bit high, 2-1. 4 starts since coming off the DL for Rich Hill, and a 2.78 earned run average in those 4 starts. So on the DL, the blister on his left middle finger. 5th stint on the DL for the exact same issue.
That's got to be frustrating.
Since August of 2016, 5 different visits to the DL with the blister. Scan, the blister has really been a problem.
It really has, and it's been a problem for a lot of different pitchers, but especially Hill. And I heard recently from Dodger people that he's been getting a different treatment lately using lasers, which, if it's helping him, imagine how many other pitchers it can help throughout the league. And it's interesting also, Hill thinks that a lot of the problems has to do with the texture of the baseball.
Line to left and in for a base hit for Villanueva. Ringing single. 2 on, nobody out. And that has been something that's been discussed a lot, and I'm guessing is the seams on the baseball that are creating perhaps the blister. Yes, Scan?
Well, there's some discussion about that, and also he brought up the fact that there's just not a lot of grip on the ball. If you grab a ball that's made in Japan that the Japanese league uses, there is a tackiness to it, and he says a lot of the pitchers over there don't have those problems because there's a natural tackiness. You don't have to try to over grip the ball to get it to spin. He thinks that's one of the reasons that we are seeing more and more major league pitchers having that issue.
2 on, nobody out.
That begs the question and the point where I think pitchers should be able to use pine tar. As a hitter, wouldn't you want a pitcher to have good control and possibly know where the pitch is going to be going rather than having a slippery ball in the pitcher's hand?
Well, that's the reason why you see a lot of these players of velocity, but also not having command with those face guards. A lot of them are implementing those. So yeah, you would like to have guys that have command.
0-2.
Can't they take a baseball from like 10 years ago or ever, what, 2, 3, 4 years ago, and dissect that baseball as opposed to a baseball now and do the analytics on the leather, on the seams, and try to find out a reason why this is possibly an issue? That's my question.
Barella taps it foul, still 0-2.
I'm just surprised that you would like to have a pitcher have an advantage.
Do you think it's a big advantage? Do you really?
I do,
because they get to use Rosin already.
I do, and listen, there's competitive advantages here that you're trying to work on, but I'm okay with that. We need Rich Hill to be on the mound, not with blisters. So something has to happen where you can figure that out. I know a top prospect for the Padres, Mackenzie Gore, has had some issues with with the blister problems, and you're thinking about a minor leaguer being able to not being on the mound and progressing. That's difficult news. So it's not just at the big league level.
Swing and a miss. Barella goes down on strikes. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball running up and away. Third strikeout for Rich Hill. One down.
Hill knows exactly what he's doing right here. He wants to go up and away. He knows what each hitter's tendency is, and we've seen that before from Barella, going up and out of the zone in the swing and miss.
2 on, 1 away, and it brings up Freddie Galvis. Drops in there for strike 1 to Freddie. 234, 4 homers, and 30 runs batted in. And Rich Hill is a perfect 7 for 7 in first pitch strikes. Getting ahead here of Padres hitters. Line and caught. That'll turn into a double play. Now right to Forsythe with the lead at second base for Hosmer. Started to be a promising inning, scoreless after 2.
Modric leads Croatia against Harry Kane in England. Coverage begins at 10 a.m. Pacific on Fox, or stream it all live. All the action on Fox, the Fox Sports app as well. It's all good coming your way. Love World Cup. Croatia's really good.
Logan Forsythe leading it off here in the 3rd inning for LA. Bottom 3rd of the Dodgers order. Eric Lauer back on the mound. He's thrown 28 pitches so far. Forsythe at 202, 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. Forsythe had been in an 0 for 24 slump. Broke that up a couple of days ago. Trying to get it going offensively. And down in the count now, 1-2.
Mark Sweeney, you made a great point in our pregame regarding the last pitch we just saw. Glove side fastball command. We've seen that the last 3 or 4 starts from Eric Lauer. I think that pitch plays huge for the 23-year-old.
Able to strike out Forsythe. 3rd strikeout for Lauer, 1 down.
Well, that's glove side command, but also you're starting to see different velocity. 94 on that fastball, reaching back and getting some more.
Yeah, that's been interesting. It is definitely the last few outings we're seeing velocity we've not seen before from Lauer.
I was surprised.
Is that mechanic driven?
I think it's just attacking the zone more, not being so tentative. I think there's a difference between being tentative and hitting your spots rather than letting it go. And once, I tell you what, once he gets those crosshairs and he's aggressive with it, I think we could see early on tonight for a long time.
One down in the third inning. Austin Barnes to get it going offensively as well, and he'll line this into left field. Over goes Myers to play it on the backhand. Barnes is going to throw the brakes on, and Barnes did a very nice job of getting to the cutoff man Galvis. A 1-out single for Barnes, first hit of the night for LA.
Well, you think about some of the adjustments that Will Myers done. He saw this in Arizona where he keeps the double play in order. Very important for your outfielders to not only chase fly balls down, but get those ground balls and limit the extra base.
1 out, 1 on, and here's the pitcher, Rich Hill. 1 for 15 at the plate this year in his career, and this is his 14th major league season. Squaring and a little pop up, and look out, it will be caught by Hedges. Hedges and Villanueva both going after that little pop up on the bunt bid, but it's Hedges who makes the catch. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, our Fox Sports Fan Express will be picking up passengers from the Pacific Surfliner at the Santa Fe Depot and bringing them down to Petco Park. Check PacificSurfliner.com for schedules. 2 down, Austin Barnes at first, and Chris Taylor coming up. Second time through the order now for Eric Lauer. Inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Lead on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball for Chris Taylor. Lauer seems like sneaky fast. Like he has some late life.
Nice, easy delivery, right? It doesn't look violent, and bang. That extra velocity, like you were just talking about, a little extra goes a long way.
1-1 to Taylor. On the ground to third base, Villanueva will go to first for the out that ends the inning. 2.5 done without a score from Petco Park.
Family experience for only $15 for kids and $20 for adults. Now kids with a dedicated ticket for Monday games will receive a giveaway item. On Tuesdays, post-game kids run the bases. Wednesdays feature a clinic on the wiffle ball field and the park at the park. Tickets can be purchased online at www.padres.com/FryerFamily.
Last of the third inning back at Petco Park in San Diego. Dodgers and Padres are scoreless. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up for the Padres. Austin Hedges, Eric Lauer, and Manuel Margot. Hedges starting the night hitting at 196. 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. The curveball dropping in there, 0-2. Hedges hit safely in 4 of his last 5 games, hitting at .313 in his last 5 starts. Swing and a miss here, and he strikes out. 4th strikeout for Rich Hill, 1 down in the 3rd inning.
Well, according to my count, all fastballs on the strikeouts. Number 4, another fastball up at 90, out of the strike zone.
Well, some soft stuff early with the curveballs, and then the hard stuff late. 1 down for Eric Lauer. 2 for 18 at the plate so far in his big league career.
I'm not a hitter, and I never claimed to be.
I was.
Really?
Yeah.
Dwight Evans.
Go ahead. You see what you're
I would guess with a guy like Rich Hill, it would become a guessing game.
Yeah.
And because did we see Will Myers? He took fastball right down the middle.
Yep.
He's got to have that curveball in the back, and then vice versa, I would think, during the course of a game.
That's really philosophy. What you want to try to attack is your strength. You don't go to a pitcher's strength. If he indicates he'll throw 3 curveballs in a row, and you're hunting a fastball, then you tip your cap. But if you're starting to guess in between pitch by pitch, it's going to be a long night for you. And Rich Hill has done that to the Padres.
9 out of 9 first pitch strikes from Rich Hill. He's been ahead all night. And he strikes out Lauer. Back-to-back Ks, 5 in all for Hill, 2 down. Well, Manuel Margot coming up, second time through the order. He does have a home run in his career off Rich Hill. At Dodger Stadium towards the pavilion in left field.
Mark, that looked like it was a curveball.
Strikeout victim tonight in the first inning, 0 for 1. Got a bunt his way on and fouled it off. Got a piece of Austin Barnes, the catcher, maybe on the bare hand.
Yeah, that's something to watch too, because you look at Manny Margot and why he would lay a bunt down with 2 outs. Not only does he have the speed, but Rich Hill falls off the mound. You're starting to see that delivery. That left leg swings over. He's not in a good fielding position, so that's a good opportunity for these Padres to try to attack.
Rich Hill in the middle portion of his career actually was a sidewinder for a while. Ended up with Tommy John surgery. I mean, it's amazing how many times he's sort of reinvented himself. This one lined into left center field. Kike Hernandez cuts it off, but Margot has got a ringing single with 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
Well, Manny Margot has made some adjustments. Remember the 5-hit game in Arizona, but you see him connected, going back and also putting that foot down with that leg kick and then the flatter swing. You remember Manny Margot's struggles early in the year? He was trying to elevate the baseball. Now he's starting to get back to what we saw last year. Multi-hit games and also now 2-strike hitting. That's nice hitting right there by Manny Margot.
Gives Will Myers a chance here with 2 down in the inning. And a pitch just off the outside edge. 378 last 10 games from Myers. 6 homers, 13 runs batted in, and he's definitely got his timing back at the plate. It really was kind of like spring training all over again for him after his second stint in the DL, and this one especially long with the oblique.
I think it has a lot to do with the intensity that fans bring, the atmosphere. You can take swings in the off the batting tee and your drills, but it's not the same. You couple that with intensity and also not getting a good feel, as you talked about, Don. It's the spring training. That's what you're trying to get.
Myers skies one to shallow left. Taylor going out. Hernandez in. And Taylor makes the catch. 2 strides on the outfield grass. It ends the 3rd. To the 4th we go without a score.
Before the ball game, the Padres making a roster move once again involving their bullpen. This time Walker Lockett, who arrived in the middle of the game yesterday and was able to give the Padres a couple of innings of work out of the pen, was sent back down to AAA. In his place, Franmil Reyes, the 6'5", 275-pound outfielder, gets recalled. It's the AAA All-Star break right now, guys, so good time for him to get called up, especially since he's hitting .565 over his last 5 ball games. Back over to you.
All right, Skad, good to see Franmil back again. Kike Hernandez leading it off for LA and taking a pitch up top to even the count at 1-1. Hernandez getting his second look at Eric Lauer. That's the Padres doing some damage, especially lately. Very versatile guy. Guy can play the infield, the outfield. Another one of those guys who can do a lot for Dave Roberts. Seems like he's got quite a few of those guys. Yeah, he does. He has a lot of mixtures. We talked about Max Muncy and him being able to position himself. He played first, second, and third last night. Yeah, Bellinger, who can play first, played right last night. Tonight is in center for the Dodgers. Yeah, versatility is huge, especially in the National League, obviously. Line to left. Myers almost in his tracks out there. Makes the catch for the first out of the 4th inning. Well, it's time now for our Ram Trucks Fools of the Trade.
Well, we talk about bats, we talk about gloves and defense. Well, how about this defense? I'm talking about the arm of Hunter Renfroe. The hop, the bare hand, the spin, plant the back foot, turn towards the glove side, and let it fly. Not only word getting around quickly here at Petco Park. Wow, did you see that around the National League and also throughout all of baseball? The arm of Hunter Renfroe. Don't run on that arm right there. Word travels quickly. That was fun to watch last night.
Wasn't for Justin Turner. As he stands in here for the 2nd time tonight, grounded out in the 1st. Fouled off to the right, out of play. One hit so far for LA, a single for Austin Barnes in the 3rd inning. That's been it so far. Last time out for Lauer, 5 innings, 1-run ball, and earned the win against Arizona Diamondbacks. A 6-3 victory for the Padres over the Diamondbacks. First time he ever faced the Diamondbacks. Ball 4, and he loses Justin Turner. Max Muncy making his way up, very quick to get 20 home runs. Fastest to 20 home runs in a season. Muncy in 183 at bats. Actually faster than Cody Bellinger last year, 189 at bats. Bill Hodges, Todd Hundley, and Duke Snyder. Walked in the second inning, getting his second look at Eric Lauer.
Yeah, that walk in the second inning, only 6 free passes to left-handed hitters for Eric Lauer.
On the corner. And it's 1-1 now. One thing Lauer does not get is a lot of run support. 11th lowest among National League starters in run support. As a result, the Padres in his starts are 4-11. Time now for the Kia drive to success. Fewest at bats per home runs this season. Home run every 10.15. Plate appearances for Max Muncy.
Well, second time that's worked the hitter's count here. This is where the location of the fastball comes into play. You got to be careful with Muncy. He can't be pitched to.
Well, guys, you also saw, you see the fastball away. Turner's trying to mess with him at first base.
Good pitch right by him at 93, full count.
You know, the reason why I say that, it's not necessarily stealing a base, but you have the awareness of it as we take a look at the finish on this fastball. Pitching over the barrel of the bat.
Swing and a miss, and Lauer is able to strike out Max Muncy.
Well, coming back and being able to throw that fastball where you want. And the pitching at the top of the zone is so important. Pitching above that barrel, but also the concentration level. Saw Turner messing with it.
You know, I saw 91, 93, and 94 on the fastball there from Eric Lauer.
Two down, last rays of sunshine can be seen off to the left as it sets here at Petco Park. Matt Kemp batting with a runner at first, 2 down. And jumping on that first pitch, fastball right down the middle, foul back.
Now, what they did well the last at bat against Matt Kemp is they crowded him early. Then they got him away.
Pretty impressive July so far for Kemp. 458. Down on the count, 0-2.
Looked like Matt was looking for that pitch. Down and in. He missed it.
10 games against the Padres, hitting at .472. 13 RBIs in 10 games against the Padres. Played here parts 2 years, 2015 and 2016, and he strikes out on the high fastball. Back-to-back Ks for Eric Lauer gets him out of the 4th inning. Able to strike out Max Muncy, and then he comes back to strike out Matt Kemp to end the 4th inning. 3.5 done without a score. by SeaWorld. All-Stars, tonight's word of the game. Head to foxsportssandiego.com and click Ways to Win for your chance to win a SeaWorld Family 4-pack. And by Tough Shed. Configure your dream building at toughshed.com. Tommy Lasorda in the house as the Dodgers are here. And it's game 2 of the 4-game series. He's on the field during batting practice today for the Dodgers. Special advisor to the chairman these days, Tommy Lasorda.
Absolutely love Tommy, and he still says to me that he had the best curveball in AAA ever. Oh, he's so much fun to be around.
I remember back in the day when he, took over for Walter Alston. He'd go out there and throw BP for a long time. Always keeping the guy's positive attitude, obviously.
On the ground and diving at third as Turner picks himself up and throws out Renfro. Nice play by Justin Turner down there at third base.
Well, let's talk about infielders working for the ground up. How about the footwork of Turner at third base? On the balls of your feet, you got to go one way or the other, this time to his left. Diving and snaring it and hitting so hard that he can have plenty of time to get up to his feet, square up, and throw a strike over to Max Muncy. That is a big league play by the Dodger third baseman.
Like a young Ron Say.
Yeah, he's wears number 2. Number 10, the Penguin.
High drive to center field off the bat of Hosmer. Back goes Bellinger at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch at the wall. Hosmer gives it a ride, but Bellinger makes the catch. 2 down.
It's that sound off the bat. It's a mistake by Rich Hill. Really nice swing by Eric Hosmer. I thought this was out, but perfectly timed by Bellinger at the wall. And the frustration of Eric Hosmer.
2 down in the 4th inning, and it brings up Christian Villanueva. Villanueva singled to left field in the 2nd inning, 1 for 1. One of 3 Padres hits in the game. Grounder left side to short. Chris Taylor on to first for the out that ends the 4th inning. No score as we head to the 5th.
'94 in. This is 91 with the cutter, changing speeds, changing arm angles. 93, he's gone 91 to 95, up and out of the strike zone as well. He is locked in. He's got the blinders on. He is on a mission. And don't underestimate the four-seam fastball. Blew it by Matt Kemp.
Bellinger flied out to right field first time up. Now into the shift on the right side, Galvis to shortstop. Just got him at first base for the first out of the inning. Ellinger get down the line very well, but he is retired. So one down, and it'll bring up Logan Forsythe. Only one hit allowed by Lauer through 4 1/3 innings. The single by Austin Barnes in the third. And look at his line, 5 strikeouts along the way. '60th pitch of the night coming up for Lauer. With one down here in the 5th inning. On the ground down the line, it is a fair ball. Down towards the left field corner. Myers racing into the corner. Forsythe will pull it up at second base with a 1-out double. Ian Weaver thought that ball was foul. Andy Green thought that ball was foul. And the umpire's going to get together and talk about it.
Yeah, I like this. Like Andy Green asked Vic Carapazza, the home plate umpire, if he had a good look at that.
Here's my question.
Oh, they're calling Dave Roberts over. It's
Where
unusual.
that ball hit out in front of home plate down the line, it may have landed foul, but I'm just guessing Greg Gibson, did he see that ball go over the bag fair? That's my question.
Well, he also had to make the call and leaping to try to get out of the way of that baseball.
So I'm going to tell him it's a foul ball. They have talked to Dave Roberts.
Turner Ward, the hitting coach.
So instead of a double, a foul ball and a count of 0-2. Much different result here. Swing and a miss, and he ends up striking out. 6 strikeouts for Lauer. Turned out much better than before for the Padres. Well, time now for tonight's trivia question, brought to you by Valley View Casino. Well, Myers has hit 5 home runs in the last 3 games. Which Dodger players hold the MLB record for most home runs in a 3-game span? Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia. 2 down in the inning, and Austin Barnes single to left field in the 3rd inning, 1 for 1.
Here's what baseball has to change. Umpires need to get on a mic and explain to everybody why that call was made. Don't you guys agree?
On the ground to short, and Galvis sidearmed and in time to first to end the inning. A 1-2-3-5 halfway through, scoreless.
Video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Last of the 5th inning at Petco Park. Trevor Hoffman coming up on the Hall of Fame induction.
He's thinking about a speech right now.
Swing Dog, I know you're going. Do you know if the speech is done right now or not?
I'm saying it's done,
Yeah.
but it's probably being modified. You know what, I talked to Frank Thomas when he was doing his speech, and he said, you know what, I had it all written. They came back to me and said, they're going to have to shave some time off that.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to have to try to take some of those names out.
He had
and
like
said,
100
you know
names,
what,
didn't he?
he was so frustrated at what he's doing. So I'm sure that's what Trevor's going through now. There's a lot of thanks because it's always about everyone else. It's not about Trevor Hoffman, but I can't wait to be there. July 29th.
I bet he can't wait either.
Oh.
He's got the good moss going right now. He's
Yeah.
always got good moss, but it's flowing right now.
And Glenn, his brother, happy haircut to Glenn. I saw I get a haircut today.
Pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Glenn's going to be there as well. Classy move by Andy Green and his staff. Don't want to miss that.
Fouled off by Jose Perella.
You been to Cooperstown?
I have played in that game twice,
Oh, that's right.
which was a lot of fun.
I've never been there. Don, you been there?
I have. Yep, a few times. You've never been there,
I've
Mud?
never been there.
Oh, you gotta get there.
The tour is incredible.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
I've been told you have reporting duties. Is this true? Are you going to be doing some
Yeah,
reporting?
some of the listen, I'm there for one purpose.
Yeah.
Obviously to be there for Trevor, and a lot of 98 guys are going to be there. Former teammates are going to be there, but yeah, we'll do a couple hits. I'm sure probably reaction from a lot of people around baseball. I'm just excited to be there. Honestly, it's an honor just to go and realize that it's a huge part of this history for the San Diego Padres. 601 saves.
Pitch missing away, and it is a full count. Galvis then Hedges expected here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Misses to Perella, and down to first base he goes. A leadoff walk and first walk allowed by Rich Hill in his outing.
The MLB.TV All-Star Sale is here. For $39.99, watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. Your subscription includes MLB at that premium, allowing you to watch live baseball, your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this sale.
Lead runner on for the Padres for the second time in 5 innings. And here's Freddie Galvis. Galvis lined into a double play in the 2nd inning. I think he may have gone. They check. Yes, he did. Ben May, first base umpire.
Oh, he most definitely went. Let me hear you at home. Did he go? That's what I thought.
What if he hits it?
That's what I'm expecting everybody at home saying. If he hits it, it's a double. And I agree.
0-2 rides up and away. 1-2. Look at the breakdown for Rich Hill. Just over 50 pitches in his outing at 51. Working with a runner at first and nobody out. Throw over and back to the bag is Perella. Right side and through into right field, a base hit. Perella will stop at second on the single by Freddie Galvis. Got down on the count Ends up flipping it the other way for a base hit for Galvis.
You know, he's so frustrated after that check swing, but he continued to battle. I think this is a mislocation of Rich Hill, but nice piece of hitting, be able to control the barrel of the bat. Just slap this to the right side. That's nice by Freddie Galvis.
Two on, nobody out. Austin Hedges coming up. Hedges struck out swinging in the third inning, 0 for 1. Looking towards the bottom of the Padres order here in the 5th inning. Strike one. Starts him off with that curveball.
Oh, he's done that a lot. Has a good feel for the curveball.
Still getting ahead too. 15 of 17. First pitch strikes. Strike two.
You know, to me, that's the frustration right there. You're taking a curveball, so you tell me right now you're looking for the fastball. That's guessing the opposite on both of those pitches.
Now you can't guess, right, Mark? You just got to react, right?
Struck out swinging in the third inning. There's the pitcher Eric Lauer waits on deck for the Padres. Well, at second, Galvis at first. And that just missed outside.
Yeah, Austin Barnes tried to drag that into the strike zone. This is a borderline pitch. Watch the glove work, trying to pull it in.
Yeah, he did.
That's a windshield wiper.
It's a great analogy.
In the air to left field for Hedges. Back, and it is gone. Into the lower basket, a 3-run shot for Austin Hedges. 3-0 San Diego.
Back-to-back two-strike hitting by the Padres. Playing pepper is Freddie Galvis, setting up the dramatics for Austin Hedges. You should be excited. Mislocation on this fastball. Right off the barrel, and a sweet swing by Austin Hedges. That had to feel good.
Launch angle. And put the baseball in the basket. The ball's crushed. That's that fastball he got.
Now the pitcher Eric Lauer, who struck out swinging in the third inning.
Only the 9th 3-run home run this year for the Padres. They need more of that.
Popped up foul off to the right. That will get out of play. Austin Hedges getting his 4th home run of the year and giving the Padres a 3-0 advantage. Lauer strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. That's just the first out of the 5th inning. Let's get the answer to tonight's trivia question, brought to you by Valley View Casino. Well, Myers has hit 5 home runs in his last 3 games. Which Dodger players hold the MLB record for most home runs in a 3-game span?
Sean Green.
Mike Piazza.
Sean Green, good pick.
Did you know?
No, I did not.
7 home runs between May 23rd through the 25th.
Had the 4 home run game in Milwaukee.
Oh, I remember that. The kid from Tustin, right? Up north.
Sweet swing.
Good player.
It's a short Chris Taylor. Throws out Margot, 2 down.
You know what else is nice about this inning, guys? And Perella, Galvis, Hedges getting on base before the first out was made. The 3-run shot, still nobody out. That's nice.
And the bottom of the order getting it done here for the Padres.
Yeah, you go back to that at-bat against Freddie Galvis. It's not a sexy at-bat, but 2-strike hitting, playing pepper. That's big. And when you make a mistake, you got to capitalize. That's what Austin Hedges did.
Well, Myers 0 for 2 tonight, has struck out and popped out to the shortstop. That's 65 coming up here for Rich Hill, who's been fairly economical. Works here in the 6th inning. I beg your pardon, bottom of the 5th inning. And a look at the pitches by inning for him. This is the hardest he's had to work in any inning tonight. Sharply hit, but foul.
You know, this day and age where the strikeout really doesn't mean too much. You know, the Freddie Galvis unselfishly putting the ball in play. It used to be that mindset where the strikeouts was almost embarrassing, and you would cut down. It's that B or C swing that you would try to get, maybe choke up on the bat.
Fly ball hit to deep left center field. Back goes Bellinger at the wall. That ball is gone. Home run for Myers. Will Myers, with his 8th home run of the year, has given the Padres a 4-0 advantage.
At first, I thought Will was a little bit too quick to this baseball off the end of the bat, but this kid is so big and strong, he definitely gets enough of it. Boy, you talk about launch angle. Oh, some serious launch angle, and because he hit it so high, he hit it hard enough to where it sent it on its way about, what, 2-3 rows deep? He is in some type of groove right now.
Ground ball through the shift on the left side, into left center field for Hunter Renfroe. He'll hold on with a single here with 2 down in the inning. Well, the Padres have exploded for 4 runs here in the 5th inning.
Rich Hill slipping in this inning. Can't get too far ahead, so I think they're going to start getting some action in that Dodger bullpen.
6th home run in the last 4 games for Will Myers. Colbert hit 7 in 4 games back in 1972.
I tried to get him and pick the stick today, Nate Colbert.
I saw that. Eric Hosmer now batting. Rounds it foul outside of first. Looked like he was going to get a home run last time he was up, but Willie Bellinger made the catch, timing his leap at the wall in left center field. Back in the 4th inning.
You know, the struggles for Eric Hosmer, what it comes down to is grinding out at bats, quality at bats, and what you're trying to attack.
First, and back is Renfroe. Had a pretty short lead, not a problem getting back.
Like anything else, guys, when you're going through struggles, you complicate things. When you're going well, you simplify it.
Runner goes, pitch swung on, grounded up the middle, diving is Taylor, picks himself up and throws out Hosmer. Well, a 4-run 5th inning for the Padres. Austin Hedges with a 3-run home run to left field. And then Will Myers with a solo shot. Padres enjoy a 4-0 lead to the 6th.
an unforgettable show from the nation's capital, the MLB All-Star Game, July 17th only on Fox, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app.
Rich Hill bats for himself here to begin things in the 6th inning. Just allowed 4 runs to the Padres. In the bottom of the 5th, now trying to bunt his way on, bunted back towards Lauer. Spins and throws to first for out number 1.
Well, they're the best athletes on the field. The left-hander falling off to the third base side, but still plenty of time. And Rich Hill, you know, he's hustling. It might not look like it, but Rich Hill, he's hustling down that line, putting a little pressure on Eric Lauer.
Athletic run down the line.
Yeah.
One out here in the 6th inning brings up Chris Taylor.
Best athletes on the field, is that what you said?
I most certainly did.
I thought that's what you said. I wasn't sure.
How do you come up with that?
Seriously?
Yeah, I'd like to.
All the pitchers that.
There's a bunt bid that will land harmlessly. I'm waiting for this. This is going to be good. Go ahead.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You look at all the pitchers, let's say Major League Baseball, especially the right-handers. I'll bet you a dime to donuts.
I love donuts.
That when they did, I do too. That when they didn't pitch, they played short, and your best player played short and pitched.
What?
Yeah.
Well, how about the real shortstop? I mean, isn't he a pretty good athlete?
I'm talking like in Little League when you're growing up. Your best athlete in high school is usually your pitcher and your shortstop.
So you could say they're a failed shortstop.
No, they can do both. That's my point, being a, quote, athlete.
But you're at this level.
They can't do both at this level. They
Still-
could in
still the
Little
be-
League, yes.
They're still the better athletes. Just ask Darren Balsley.
I was so ready.
Ask Darren Balsley.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
He's the pitching
Kelly
coach.
Jansen, he was a catcher, right?
Uh-huh.
He's a great athlete. He pitched, he could catch, he could probably play short right now.
He could. Well, Troy Percival was a catcher.
To right field. Renfro coming in. And there are 2 outs. This is so good.
I'm going way back. Stan
love
Musial.
this. So good.
Stan Musial was a pitcher.
So
And
good.
he ended up as a hitter. Great athlete. Rick Ankiel. Went to pitcher, went to position player. Trevor Hoffman, shortstop. Pitcher, Hall of Famer. Case closed. There goes your computer.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's fine. It's fine.
I just deleted
We
something.
need the ball drop. Really, was that?
I don't even know where to start.
I don't know either, because they were shortstops in Little League. That's why. That's why. That's why. So there.
Best athletes.
Huh? Nah, I'm not listening to you.
I wonder if Freddie Galvis wonders if he could have been a Hall of Famer if he was a pitcher.
Oh, boy.
Man, I need some Advil. I'm trying to wrap my head around that one.
You needed somebody to fix your computer after that.
Jeez,
The ball drop.
you would think it'd be a foul ball, but it was him just dropping it on him.
You got squeezed on that one.
Two-one pitch. And a check swing. Did he go? No. They check with Ben May.
Think about some of the worst bodies in baseball. They're the pitchers for the most part. You know?
Oh, he most definitely went.
You know what I'm saying?
Rick Russell.
Great athlete.
How about
Great
big,
athlete.
big sexy himself, Bartolo Colon?
Great athlete.
This is towards second, knocked down by Perella. His throw is a one-hopper to first, and Hosmer digs it out. It's a 1-2-3 6th inning for Lauer, a 4-0 Padres lead.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Now let's take a look at the top tier play brought to you by Arco and the pitches that were taken out of the yard by the Padres in the 5th inning.
Fastball to Hedges, then a fastball to Will Myers. Hitting the mistakes, putting a hurting on Rich Hill. Well, Mark Sweeney was talking about it, where you start to eliminate one certain pitch, and the Padres definitely got those fastballs, and they did damage.
Christian Villanueva leading it off here in the 6th inning. 1 for 2 tonight. He singled to left field in the 2nd inning, grounded out to short in the 4th inning. Fouled off, 0-2. 73 pitches for Hill as he starts things here in the 6th inning. A shift on Villanueva.
Heavy on the pull side.
Grounds it left side. It is Turner, sidearmed, and tag applied on the way by Max Muncy. Came off the bag to retrieve the throw and then slapped the tag on Christian Villanueva for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, this is a tough play of first baseman going into the runner and applying the tag, but you're going up the line. That's a dangerous play, especially a right-handed first baseman.
One down here in the 6th inning brings up Jose Pirela. Elevated the fastball, and Pirela chased. Pirela finished last year hitting at 288. This year so far 262. As for time and gets it from Vic Carapazza, home plate umpire. Chill gets a new baseball, walks clockwise around the mound and then back to the top. I had to think about that because usually it's counterclockwise.
Yeah.
This was clockwise.
See what kind of plan 0-2 Pirela has here. Fastball away.
In the air down the right field line, Kemp, Muncy, and it'll be Kemp who can't catch it. Went off of him. Well, they hit him in the chest or where it got him. Well, he glances off and didn't catch it.
Yeah, that buzzed his tower. Going into the slide so he doesn't run into that fence. That was close to his chin, upper chest. Matt Kemp has played primarily in left field this year, shifting to right with the Yasiel Puig injury, him going on the disabled list.
The chance here for Pirela. And he straightens it out down the left field line, but headed foul. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, walked and scored in the 5th inning. Pitch 80 coming up here for Rich Hill.
Don, you've ever taken a ball off a chest?
I can't say that I have. I'm being honest. Big mistake. Ground ball left side. Taylor throws to first, high throw, and Muncy kept the foot on the bag. So some bad throws here in the infield.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
This is really going to hurt, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Hitting me in the chest.
He's never felt it.
I've never felt it before.
No, that's okay.
Really?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's right here.
See, when you don't expect it, it doesn't hurt as much.
No, it doesn't hurt more because I couldn't like tighten my chest.
Right in the sternum.
It hurts because those seams. Well, it missed his chin.
That's a shocker. That's hard to do. You lose your breath?
No, it's just I think is this is this a sternum?
Sternum.
That's sternum, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bad spot.
Do you think you cracked it?
Not a lot of meat there.
No.
It was on the ground to shortstop. Taylor will throw to first for the out that ends the inning. A 1-2-3 inning, a 4-0 Padres lead. Six strikeouts for Lauer so far in the ballgame. He's not allowed to run through the first 6 innings and thrown 74 pitches. Meanwhile, the offense for the Padres, a 3-run home run for Austin Hedges, his 4th of the year, followed by a home run by Will Myers. With 2 outs in the inning, Myers gets his 6th home run in the last 4 games. For Myers, that is home run number 8 of the year, gives the Padres a 4-0 advantage as we head into the 7th inning back at Petco Park. Lauer back on the mound, working into the 7th. Justin Turner leading it off for LA. Turner grounded out to first in the 1st, walked in the 4th inning.
Well, big inning here for Eric Lauer. 3rd time around, the meat of the order.
Line to left center, Margot on the run, lays it out and makes the catch. Manuel Margot into left center field to make the grab.
What an incredible first step for Manny Margot. Such an important task because this ball is smoked. That first step is the direction right at the baseball. He stuck the landing with a nice diving catch. That is huge to start off this 7th inning.
One down in the 7th inning, and it brings up Max Muncy. He walked in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th inning. And a couple of good defensive plays last inning, playing at first base, some throws off the mark, 2 of them.
Eric Lauer just twirling a gem, and I'm a firm believer, and I think you guys are too. When you're around the plate, you're pounding the strike zone. We hear it all the time. The defense is going to be on their toes. They're going to make some plays. Manuel playing on the second baseman side of second base on that one. That was an impressive catch by Manuel.
Line to right, and that's in for a base hit in front of Renfroe. Max Muncy on for the 2nd time tonight, his 1st hit. Only the second hit for LA tonight. Padres out hitting the Dodgers 7-2. And here's Matt Kemp. Strike one.
That's a great pitch. Third time around, breaking ball for a strike, curveball. He's been fun to watch up to this point for Eric Lauer.
New career high for Lauer. His career high had been 6 innings. He's gone 6 1/3 now. Working here into the 7th inning with 1 down, 1 on. And a breakdown per inning for Lauer. Popped up, foul ground, back comes Hedges. He will not have a play.
Well, if you get Matt Kemp out in front, he can roll one over for a double play ball. He has grounded into 6 this season. The leader in that category for the Dodgers is Turner and Puig, who is currently on the DL.
Last at bat, Lauer went up top with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. See if he does it again.
Rolls it over foul here. Went to the breaking ball that time. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. Right now, Lauer battling Matt Kemp with 1 out in the 7th inning. Two and two.
He wanted to. He wanted to swing at that.
Has slowed it up here a little bit with a runner at first, 1 down.
He's had complete trust in catcher Austin Hedges.
Swing and a miss, and he's able to strike out Matt Kemp for the 3rd time tonight. 2 down.
Well, 3 strikeouts, but the last time he set this pitch up. Last strikeout was the 95 up at the top of the zone. Then the last one, 94 in the strike zone, previous to breaking balls. Slow him down and speed him up with a heater.
2 down, Max Muncy at first base, and it brings up Cody Bellinger. Bellinger has flied to right and grounded out to shortstop, 0 for 2. Foul down the left field line, being a wave a long run, but he won't have a play.
Started off Kemp that last at bat with a breaking ball. That was a shorter breaking ball, a slider. First pitch to Bellinger. Boy, 3rd time around, we mentioned now 4th time around. 3rd time around, I stand corrected. That first pitch breaking ball for a strike is so key.
Well, 7 strikeouts tonight for Lauer, tying a career high for the left-hander. Bellinger fouls off another and finds himself down 0-2.
It looks like he has plenty in the tank as well.
Villanueva moving from 3rd base to the right side of the infield here on the shift. With 2 strikes on the batter, Cody Bellinger. And here's why. On the ground, he goes the other way, down the left field line. Heading for 3rd is Muncy. Throw goes there, and Muncy will be safe. Just got in. Galvis thinks they should challenge it. It's a double for Bellinger, and it's 2nd and 3rd as it stands right now on the field.
Mark, you made a good point earlier. Does he come off the bag? Does he keep? Oh, you know what? He came off the bag. Did he keep the glove on him?
Padres are going to challenge.
Mark, you made reference to Will Myers getting to that ball quickly to second base. Did you see how quickly he got rid of that ball to get into third base? That was nice.
Almost his infield instincts right there. Getting the ball out of his glove and an accurate throw to third base. First look, I thought he got in there. Beautiful tag by Freddie Galvis.
Did not keep the tag on him.
And if he did, I think he is out.
Yeah, I think this call is going to stand. Padres challenge. It's like when the foot came off the bag, so did the tag come off his leg.
Yeah, and it's so hard because he's winding to try to apply that tag. So hard to keep that on because you don't have control of your body.
The foot comes off, but so did the tag.
It's almost when that tag bounced off of it.
Yeah. So this looks like it will stand and not be overturned, but we've seen stranger things, so we'll see. We're still looking at it. Safe, and the Padres lose their challenge. And the Padres were shifting, and Bellinger takes it the other way down the line. It's a double for Bellinger. Muncy takes third, second, and third all of a sudden, with 2 down in the inning, and Logan Forsythe coming up. First time the Dodgers have had a runner in scoring position, and they've got 2 of them. Forsythe in this spot, 0.71 the batting average, just 1 for 14. And it's strike 1 over the inside corner.
You've heard Andy Green talk about extending Eric Lauer as Craig Stammen gets loose. I think this is a situation where you give him this hitter.
First action we've seen out there in the pen all night. Strike 2.
Arm side location perfect, right at the knees.
Swing and a miss, and Lauer strikes out Forsythe. Dodgers leave 2 in scoring position. It's 7th inning stretch, and after the strikeout of Logan Forsythe, the Padres take a 4-0 lead to the bottom of the 7th.
like for you getting the call that you were going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame? I'm sure you had a bunch of family members around waiting for that call.
Yeah, I was definitely anticipating nervously, hopefully getting a call. I don't know, it's another one of those moments that's kind of hard to describe. You go to work every day, you do the things that you need to do to be prepared that night. Hopefully it accumulates into a career that's worthy of.
This is going to be great. Catch the full conversation between Brad Hand and Trevor Hoffman, two Padres All-Stars, on tonight's episode of Inside San Diego Sports right here on Fox Sports San Diego, following Padres Live, the postgame show.
Austin Hedges leading it off here in the 7th inning for the Padres. His 3-run home run. Back in the 5th inning. 1 for 2 night tonight for Hedges. On the ground up the middle into center field. Second hit of the night for Hedges.
You know, back-to-back times that Rich Hill has started Austin Hedges off with a breaking ball. That's the adjustments you want to see. See the breaking ball again, just trying to buy in a strike, and Austin Hedges takes this straight up the diamond. After that home run, you definitely want to see that. That's nice hitting.
Lauer is going to bat for himself here and stay in this game as he bats in the 7th. Tries to bunt, and it is caught by the catcher Barnes. Bunt bid, little pop up, and Barnes aggressively getting back to make the catch for out number 1.
That was impressive. As soon as this ball is up, Barnes off with the mask, on the run. Not up in the air a long time.
1 out, 1 on. Top of the order, Manuel Margot coming up.
You think about that last half of the inning. It started off with Justin Turner and a great grab by Manny Margot. Think about what that inning would have been if that gets by Manny.
I'm wondering if Andy Green elected to have him bunt there so he didn't have to burn a bench player, right? He's got 4 guys on the bench.
Nobody's warming in the Padres pen right now, though, either. Stammen had been up before, but now nobody. Pitch in there for a strike.
So 91 for Eric right now?
He's at 91 through 7.
So the last 4 outings, 96, 96, 92, and 95 as we take a look at the Dodger bullpen.
Charqua and Godell warming in the pen. One pitch coming to Margot. Popped up, foul ground. Muncy and Barnes, and neither will have a play. Wow. Almost a play for Muncy. Leaning into the Padres dugout.
And right about there is where you start to panic a little bit.
Pitch of the night coming up here for Rich Hill with 1 down and 1 on. Fly ball center field. Bellinger going back. He'll have room. Makes the catch in front of the track for out number 2. And back to the bag at first goes Austin Hedges. 2 down. Well, Myers coming up. Last time up, he homered his 8th home run of the year and his 6th home run in the last 4 games. With the 6 home runs in 4 games. Nate Colbert had 7. Ken Caminetti was 6 as well back in 1995. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One bad inning for Rich Hill, really. You look back over the course of this game, it was that 5th inning, the 3-run shot to Austin Hedges, and the solo shot we just showed you for Will Myers. Walked only 1, struck out 6 on the night. 4-0 Padres lead with 2 outs here in the home half of the 7th inning. And Hedges at first and a count of 2-1 to Will Myers. For the first, and back to the bag is Hedges. Low for ball 3. Good hitters count for a good hitter here in Will Myers.
We'll see pitching coach Rick Honeycutt trying to script out those stats there in front of him. Matchups.
Breaking ball snapped off in there for strike 2. No fastball, 3-1 from Hill.
Still got good break on that breaking ball there. Just look at this pitch count. Last pitch count, last game 73. Before that 110.
Strikes out Myers. Back-to-back breaking balls to get Myers, and it ends the 7th inning. 4-0 Padres. To the 8th we go.
Who knows he's on the trading block, and he might get some interest from the Yankees. He'd go deep twice tonight.
You hear those coins hitting the ground right now? Because the price tag is just going up every single time he does something like this. He's going to be a hot commodity, and somebody's going to get a really good ball player when it's all said and done.
314 right now, 23 home runs and 63 runs driven in. He's a shortstop, 25, 26 years old. Is there a market for that?
I think so.
I didn't play in the league, but he did. Tony and I working on Padres Live, the post-game show, which will be brought to you by Cox Communications. Guys, we will see you after the final out. We're going to preview of Inside San Diego Sports, which will follow us immediately tonight. Nice interview with Trevor Hoffman and Brad Hand. So we'll have that for you and more after the final out.
All right, Mike and Tony, we move along here to the 8th inning. 4-0 Padres on top. Dodgers coming to bat in the 8th inning and more. Eric Lauer, and why not? Now at 93 pitches, Austin Barnes leading it off for LA. Towards left center field, and Margot moves over to make the catch for out number 1.
Covering some serious ground out there in center field, Manuel Margot.
They're going to have a pinch hitter for Rich Hill coming up here, Andrew Tolles, who was called up yesterday and started in last night's game.
We just saw Manny after that catch. He's checking out the big board out there, admiring his own work, and he should.
Fly ball left field for the pinch hitter. This is hit better than Myers first thought. Gets back and makes the catch in front of the wall. That ball carried very well to left field, 2 down, and fooled Will Myers, but he recovered. In a results-based business, he got the job done.
He sure did, and this is a scary feeling if you're an outfielder, making the wrong read and then seeing it going all the way to the wall. It's a lonely feeling because no one's behind you other than fans. But that is an out.
2 down in the 8th inning. Here is Chris Taylor. Oh for 3 has struck out swinging, grounded out to third, and flied out to right. Longest outing of the year for Lauer. He has 2 outs in the 8th inning. Fouled off to the right, and it's 2-2. It'll be an even hundo here. And it's outside for ball 3. Payoff pitch. Line to center field. In comes Manny Margot, and he does it again. Into a slide to make the grab at center this time. Some kind of defense turned in by Margot tonight. Eric Lauer with a 1-2-3-8, getting some help from his friend Manuel Margot. Dodgers, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and what a night for Lauer, and what a grab again at center field by Manuel Margot.
Yeah, I hate to rate them, but this is a better catch than his last one, and Eric Lauer loved that effort. Manny Margot is putting on a show in center field tonight.
The numbers tonight for Lauer: 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs. He has walked 2 and struck out 8, 101 pitches. The deepest he has gone in his major league career.
He looks like he's still in game mode too, right?
14 scoreless innings against the Dodgers this year as well. He got some more in him, you think?
I'm just saying, he's on the bench right there. It still looks like game face mode and ready to go out and twirl another stanza.
Nobody warming in the pen as this bottom of the 8th inning starts.
Well, we've heard Andy Green talk about trying to extend Joey Lucchesi and also Eric Lauer and pick his spots.
Line and caught. Logan Forsythe in a shift on the left side of the infield. The second baseman makes that catch, and the defense aligned perfectly for the Dodgers there.
Well, the last 4 outings for Eric Lauer, 96, 96, 92, 95 as far as the pitch count.
JT Chargois into the game.
23rd for the right-hander. Talk about the bullpen for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 7th in the National League ERA of 3.87. Padres have a better ERA in the bullpen, 3.66. They are 4th in the National League in that category.
9 tonight for Rich Hill. 7 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs. Walked 1, struck out 7. Kirby Yates is now up for the Padres. Has not yet thrown a pitch. This one fouled off, and it's 2-1. Hosmer now, Villanueva next, waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. 97 and running up and away. This time out ahead, 2-2. Hosmer without a home run in his last 21 games. Tonight came close. On a fly ball to deep left center field in the 4th inning. A ball that Bellinger went up, timed his leap at the wall, and made the catch. Hosmer stays alive. No extra base hits for Hosmer in the last 6 games. 2-2 the count here to Hosmer with 1 out in the 8th. Foul back, will do it again. Putting in pretty good AB right here is Eric Hosmer, fighting off that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He went and strikes out. Rung up by the home plate umpire, Vic Carapazza. 2 down.
Slider down and in. Oh, yeah, he went.
So 2 down here in the 8th inning. It brings up Christian Villanueva. 1 for 3 nights tonight. Villanueva with a single back in the 2nd inning, and the recipient of strike 1 on the outside corner. A shift on Villanueva on the left side of the infield, very similar to the alignment they had for Renfroe 2 batters ago. 0-2.
Chargois got some nice stuff. Velocity, movement, also the secondary pitches.
In the air down the right field line. Matt Kemp with a long run towards the corner. It will fall foul. No diving attempt this time for Kemp.
How's your chest, by the way?
My chest hurts. My sternum area, very tender.
It hurts, man.
It's right here.
Right
Did you get
there.
the button?
No, you got like between just underneath the button here.
I didn't mean it.
And it really hurts. I think there's some sort of
Fracture?
crack. Can you crack a
Sure
sternum?
can.
I think I have a cracked sternum.
Sorry about that.
I don't think you are really.
Cracked Sternum is the name of my new band.
What instrument do you play?
A flugelhorn.
It's very sore, very tender to touch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm guessing there's probably some sort of discoloration, maybe some internal bleeding. To short, Taylor's throw. It is off the mark, but again, the tag applied. And Villanueva retired. We go to the ninth, 4-0 Padres. Baseball brought to you by SeaWorld. All-Stars, tonight's word of the game. Head to foxsportssandiego.com and click Ways to Win for your chance to win a SeaWorld Family 4-pack. By Evans Tire and Service Centers, home of the Buy Two, Get Two. And by RCP Block and Brick. Start your outdoor project at rcpblock.com. Ninth inning, and Eric Lauer back on the mound for the Padres, trying to go the distance in this one.
I love this.
So 101. And the first pitch of this inning is going to miss to Kike Hernandez. It is 2, 3, and 4 expected for LA. In the air, foul down the right field line, evens it count at 1-1.
Now for Eric Lauer, it's pretty much a fight to get to the All-Star break. Andy Green, you want to extend a young arm, this is the time to do it.
On the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-2. Villanueva, just to be sure, fired it across the infield. Padres do not have a complete game this year. Jankowski now in right field for the Padres. This one fouled back. Carlos Asuaje at second base. So Asuaje at second, Jankowski in right.
Well, guys, I was checking the media guide, and Eric Lauer, in his short time as being a professional, has never thrown a complete game. Starting in 2016, the fast track to the big leagues. Starting with the Arizona League Padres, 2016.
To center, Margot started in. Now he's got to go back, and he makes the catch. He recovered. One down in the ninth inning. Now it's time for tonight's plays of the game, brought to you by Bill Howe, and Margot has been a big part of it out in center field.
He's going to his left, he's going to his right, takes away extra bases right here. And talk about appreciating all the plays that he has made. Eric Lauer, he's had a few tips of the cap tonight. Distance covered, 42 feet. Coming in, that's a tough one too. Another tip of the cap from the left-hander.
One out in the ninth inning. Justin Turner takes a look at ball one. Strike one. Right on the outside corner. That's Payne. Most pitches thrown in a game in his major league career, 111 at Miami. He's at 109 right now. Miami game is a loss. Strike two. And a 111, that was in 5 innings in Miami. This will be 111, and he's got 1 out in the 9th inning. High for ball 3. On deck is Max Muncy with 1 out in the 9th. Turner to left field. Myers going back onto the track for out number 2 in the 9th inning. Two away in the 9th.
"26 down, kid. 1 more to go."
Allowed only 3 hits tonight. So far, no runs. Strike 1 to Muncy. Up and in, 1-1. In the air to left center field. Back goes Margot towards the track at the wall. It is gone. Home run from Max Muncy with 2 down in the 9th inning. Gets the Dodgers on the board. Just out of the reach of Margot and into the first row of seats out there in left center. 21st home run of the year for Muncy.
One of the few mistakes that he's thrown tonight. That ball is right down the middle, and Muncy takes it the opposite way.
Well, out is Andy Green, and so far he has not made a move.
I think he's giving him a chance.
Making the change. Kirby Yates will be coming in.
Well,
Padres fans will let him know what they think of him as he heads off here after a spectacular outing.
Tomorrow, Game 3 of the 4-game series between the Padres and the Dodgers. Kenta Maeda be activated from the DL, matched up against Joey Lucchesi. Maeda's 5-5, Lucchesi 4-4. Similar earned run averages too, 3.24 and 3.27. Gets started at 6:30 with Padres Live. The Padres and Dodgers in a 4-game series. And Kirby Yates comes on here with 2 down in the 9th inning.
Well, that was fun to watch, wasn't it, fellas?
Incredible.
Enter Kirby Yates. We know what he features, the live fastball, mid to upper 90s. He's got the slider and that wipeout split finger fastball of his.
Matt Kemp 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts, but that was all against Lauer. Two and 0.
Tell you what, for Eric Lauer tonight, he grew up in the game of baseball. You think about those moments and what you do on a diamond. That was unbelievable work tonight from the young left-hander.
Finished with 115 pitches. This one foul back, 2-1. 8 2/3, 4 hits, the 1 run, the home run to the last batter he faced. Max Muncy walked 2, struck out 8.
That is a great night in the big leagues.
Two-1 to Kemp. Fouled off himself, and it's 2-2. He's in some pain. Two down in the 9th inning. Base is empty as Lauer looks on. Kirby Yates trying to finish off the Dodgers tonight. Inside, ball 3. Kemp strikes out for the 4th time tonight. The Padres win. A 4-1 victory tonight for San Diego. The Hall of Famer loves it as Eric Lauer 8 2/3 innings tonight. Yates comes on to strike out Kemp and to end the ball game as Kemp goes down by way of the K for the 4th time tonight. Lauer can celebrate the victory, as can Trevor Hoffman from Petco Park in San Diego, where tonight the Padres have won 4-1. Padres Live is next. Mike Pomeranz, what's in store?
Well, we're going to definitely try to talk with Eric Lauer about what a night he had. Also, Austin Hedges with a 3-run home run. You'll hear from him, plus a whole lot more coming up in moments on the postgame show.